Welcome back to my channel. You're watching From Nisha's View, and of course I am Nisha. And if this is your first time catching me, thank you for tuning in. On my channel I talk about fashion and I talk about photography. So today we're on the photography side of things, and you know what it is photography talk with Nisha. So today, what are we going to talk about? I'm not going to keep you long. But what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about some things that I wish I would have known when I first got started with this photography thing. All right, so I have my notes so I can stay on track, because I'm always venturing off and talking about other stuff when I should be talking about what I have on this paper. So the things that I wish I would have known before I got started with photography, and basically with my business as well, because this is a business of mine. And so I'm going to give you a few things that I wish I would have known. And maybe you, if this is your first time tuning in, and if you're a beginner photographer, if you're wanting to take this a little bit more serious and take the next step in making this your business, I'm going to give you some things that you should think about before you make the leap. All right, so first up, the first thing that I wish I would have known before I started this photography thing is that I should use the light meter. I should have told myself, use the light meter in the camera. And what I mean by that, the light meter is really, oops. I should have had all this, don't tell, share, hold on. Light meter in your camera is basically this dial here. I never used that when I first got started with my photography. I didn't pay it any attention. I ignored it, and then wondered why things were, overexposed or underexposed, or why I couldn't get back detail from something. It was because I wasn't paying attention to my light meter. Now, some people don't use the light meter in the camera because, they don't want to rely on that. But for me, and I'm telling my previous self, you should have used the light meter. And now you use the light meter, girl, because it helps you. It helps you with figuring out, where are my highlights? Am I overexposed? And am I underexposed? And because I shoot manual, which means I control every part of the triangle. So the triangle, the ISO, the shutter, and the aperture, the f-stop. So I control all of that. So for me, definitely using the light meter helps me to figure out, do I want to be underexposed or do I want to go over a little bit? So I pay attention now to the light meter when before I did not. So look at your light meter just to see, am I going over? Am I going under? Where I am. And with that also, it just depends on your scene, and it depends on actually your creative style. If you want to go over, if you want to be overexposed and get that light and airy look, go for it. If you want to do under and get a little dark and moody, go under. But anyway, that was the first thing that I wish I would have known when I first got started. All right, second thing is avoid over editing. Avoid over editing. And what I mean by that is sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more, Nisha. Don't overdo it. Don't take all the detail out of the skin, because, we have pores. We're human. We're not mannequins. We have pores. So stop over editing, girl. Stop it. Stop over editing, okay? Less is more. Pull back. Take a beat. look at it, look at the picture, remove some things. Yep. Don't put in that fake sky. Even though now, AI, you can replace the sky, you can replace a lot of stuff. But back then, I was trying to do that and it really wasn't working and it really wasn't looking right. So just, if I had been using my light meter, then I would have known that I was overexposed and I could have, fixed my shutter speed or, my aperture and had some detail in the sky. Less is more. Okay? Okay. All right. So the third thing that I wish I would have known, before I got started with this thing is your editing style will develop over time. It takes time for you to learn what you like. Like I said before, if you're a light and airy person or you're a dark and moody person, it takes time for you to understand what it is that you want to do or how you want your pictures to look. Me now, knowing now, the way that I edit now, I edit and my style is something that's classic, something that's timeless, something that you can look back in 10 years and your shit still look good. You know what I mean? So finding your editing style, finding your style just overall as far as being a photographer comes with time. It comes with time and you doing the work and you getting out and finding out what you like, what you don't like, and not rushing it. Not rushing, trying to be trendy. And you don't have to participate in trends. Slow down. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Do you. Stay true to you. Stay true to yourself. All right. So, number 4. The fourth thing, and the 4 and 5 thing, I'm going to talk about more towards the business side. So if you're ready to jump into this full time, or maybe really just making this a business, there are things about the photography business, and that could be a whole nother video, actually. Maybe I'll do that. But the thing that I wish I would have known about, the 4th thing that I wish I would have known before starting my business part of being a photographer is that be prepared to get ghosted. Okay? Be prepared to get ghosted a lot. You think you have an opportunity for something, or you think that you're going to have the support sometimes of your family and your friends. Everyone is not your ideal client. They're not. And then you have to have a knowledge of what is your ideal client. What kind of client do you want to attract? And what kind of client do you want, to evolve with you? Because I have clients now that I've started out with, and we've grown together in this business. And I love to see that. I love to look back on my work with them before and see how we both progressed. Families have grown. I've watched, kids grow. And I love doing that. I love seeing that. But just, be prepared to be ghosted, and that, sometimes everybody is not your client. And don't be afraid to say no. I guess that would be like maybe a 5th or 6th that I wish I would have known before, getting into this business is don't be afraid to say no. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't. Say no sometimes. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. Don't make it your thing. If it's not what you do, don't do it, Nisha. Know what you want to do. What is it that you want to do? And what is it that you feel passionate about and that you're good at? And you will figure that out over time. So, yeah. So the fourth or 5th thing that I would say would be prepare to be ghosted. Be prepared to be ghosted, and for people to say, oh, I can't pay that. It's okay. They may not be your ideal client. Okay. So, all right. So the last thing, as far as like the business side that I'm going to talk about, that I wish I would have known before when I first got started, is the SEO, which is your search engine optimization. That thing is powerful in your business. In your business. Even if you're doing a blog, or whatever, even with YouTube, the SEO, baby, it is very powerful. If you have a website or anything on the internet that you're looking to get clients and for your search to pop up, it is really amazing how it affects your work and how it affects your site, your website especially, or even like with YouTube, whatever. Those words, those keywords, those phrases that you put in really it 100% works. My search engine optimization has really put me in the front pages of Google. Okay, it has, and I am thankful for that, and I thank God for it. And yeah, get on your SEO early. So that is it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. It's a really quick video. I hope it's quick, but that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Those are some things that I wish I had known when I first got started with my photography. So let me know, what are some things that you wish you would have, thought about and considered before you got started into this? And see, I didn't even talk about equipment. I didn't talk about equipment at all, pretty much. I mean, the first one was about the camera, the light meter, but it wasn't really about equipment. It's just basically just me sharing some things, that I went through to say, hey, dang, I wish I would have known that before I got started. Yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. As always, my new subscribers, thank you. My old subscribers, thank you. And yeah, so go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, comment. You know what to do. I love to talk. So let's dialogue in the comments. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you then.
Thanks for watching my GG channel. Period.